All right. Class?
Yes.
All right, good job. So, now, for this one right here, we're going to do the exact same thing we've been doing. It's not different. Every single one of these problems, exact same thing. They just look more complicated. Who what? Am I recording? Am I? Okay. No. Seriously, are you gaslighting me? I don't even know what's going on no more. See, I'm good. Okay. Anyway, so let's translate this. We're going to translate it into algebra. So cosine, what's that going to be? X over R, and since this is identities, R is 1, right?
Yes.
So in this case, do I need to put the 1?
No.
No, I don't need to put the 1 here because I don't have a tangent or cotangent or secant or cosecant where I already have a fraction that I want to try and have. So if it's just cosine, I'm going to put X over on the bottom.
Y minus Y.
Very good. And now I've got to do the same thing on the right. So the right side is going to be 1 plus,
Y.
because I asked.
What?
Because I asked.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1 plus what?
Y.
Because I asked.
I'm gonna push you nuts.
You keep saying why, and I'm asking you for the answer. Cosine is? Did you get the joke?
Yeah.
You keep saying why, like WHY. See what I did there?
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Don't go near the stairs. I'll push you up the stairs.
Don't open your mailbox.
Don't open your mailbox.
I know, there's going to be feces in there again.
No, it's not feces. I don't think it's. Guess again.
All right. So this one right here, it's neither side is complicated enough to simplify. So something like this, we're going to have to complicate it some more. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, there's something in math called the conjugate. The conjugate.
I've heard that before. I don't know what it means before that.
We've actually done it a couple times. So the conjugate is when I have a binomial, which I do have down here, the 1 minus y is a binomial. Over here, the 1 plus y is also a binomial. By binomial, it means I have two terms in this expression right there. So the conjugate means I have the same thing, but different signs. Serenity, I know that's going away right now, right? Same thing, but different signs. And so what's going to happen is it cleans up. So I am going to show you the math. What did I do? Crap. Did I hit that? No, I didn't hit that. Where did I hit? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hate that stupid thing. Get out. What the hell's this? All right, turn that off. Okay, so new page, insert, page. Let's go. Conjugate. So I have 1 minus y. So the conjugate, so I'm going to put this over x right here just to make life a little bit easier. So you can see what's going to happen, but I'm going to show you how it works, how the math works. You don't have to do the full distribution all the time because you should know what the conjugate is for the purpose of what we're doing. So the conjugate of this, I'll multiply by the value of 1, but my value of 1 is going to look funny. It's going to be 1 plus y over 1 plus y. Okay? 1 plus y divided by 1 plus y is going to give me 1. I have the same thing on top and bottom. That's going to give me 1. So if I multiply anything by the value of 1, I always get the same thing, right? The same thing. So it should be the same. So I'm not changing the value, I'm changing the way this looks. So if I were to multiply this, on top, I'm just going to put those together. X quantity 1 plus y. But on the bottom, I'm going to do the full distribution. I'm going to fail this one so you can see it. But you're not going to have to do the math all the time because you should know what's going to end up anyway. So let's fail this. Multiply first. 1 times 1. 1.
Yes.
Okay, all the way across. 1 times y.
It's just y.
It's a positive y. Inside. Negative y times positive 1 minus y. And my last. Negative y squared. Agree? Nothing too crazy so far, right? Now, what's going to happen right here in the middle?
They're going to cancel out.
They're going to cancel. Those middle terms will cancel. And that's what makes this math beautiful, because it's going to cancel and simplify. And so it's going to give me, on the bottom over here, 1 minus y squared. Okay? And nothing crazy, right? So by multiplying by the conjugate, I end up getting that on the bottom. And so if I did this correctly, there we go. I get Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Where's the hat? You didn't draw the hat. Those are glasses, not a hat. You should give them up. Okay.
you don't even have the hat.
It's in my bag.
You don't have the hat.
Okay, but where anyways?
No, it's horrible hat.
No, it's a
Anyway,
W hat.
no. Anyway,
It's a W hat, huh, Diddy? Yeah, W hat. Yeah.
so let's pretend like I paid attention and did not slip, fall, bonk my head, and forget everything that I do.
No, I just did that.
1 minus y squared.
That's
It is x squared. Very good. That is one of my identities. Remember when I gave you the listed identities? 1 minus y squared should ring a bell, and you go check your list of those identities I gave you.
Yeah, it's just X squared. It's like the, yeah.
Where's today's show? Oh, you're missing all of it, that's why. Yeah, good job. I know, someone forgot to like, share, and subscribe on that video,
Oh, yeah?
and ended up in this boat here. We did do it in this one, I just can't remember if we did all of it. I talked about it. Oh, you're missing part of that too. Okay, that's not too. Yeah, that's not it. Anyway, so one of the identities is 1 minus y squared is going to give me x squared. So I could replace all of this with x squared. So on top, I'm going to bring this back over to my page. So right here, I'm now left with x times a quantity of 1 plus y over x squared. And that's still supposed to be equal to that. So now what can I do from here?
Distribute.
No. Good thinking though. Do I have an x on top? Do I have an x on the bottom?
Yeah.
I got x squared on the bottom, right? So I got 2 of them, right? So if I cancel out one of them,
So that would just be 1 plus y over x.
yeah. So it's going to give me, I'm going to cancel out this one, cancel out that, 1 plus y over x.
Yo. That's actually pretty cool.
So, word of the day is
Wow.
conjugate.
I thought it would have been like binomials or something, but
Yeah, conjugate's a good one. So every time I say conjugate, everyone's supposed to go, ah! Kind of like, you know, on that one TV show. Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, alright, okay. Guess it didn't work out. Anyway, forget you all!
What are you even saying, bro?
Anyway. Alright, so this says, sometimes if they're both complicated, do a little bit on the left, and then do a little bit on the right. And make them at the end the same.
So it's like with most of these, we're getting one of them until
Yeah.
So this one, we're simplifying both?
Yeah, you're going to do both because they're both complicated.
Okay.
Usually you take the one that's more complicated, simplify, and it's going to match the right. This, they're both pretty ugly. All right. So let's go through and translate it to algebra before I get too far into this. So secant is going to give me?
1 over x.
Very good. So 1 over x plus tangent, which is?
Y over x.
All that is over secant
1 over x
minus,
y over x.
okay?
You,
Yes, we will.
you will?
Yeah, we will. But I'm going to translate the other side too. On top, it's going to be 1 plus, what is sine? It's y. Y over r, and r is 1. So, do I have to put over the 1 here? Do I want to? Not really, because sine and another sine, I don't need the fraction. I only put it over 1 if I need the fraction, if I'm using tangent, cotangent, over there on that side with that. Okay, if I'm using tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. So, that's going to be 2y plus, and that's going to give me y squared, right? All this is going to be over
It's getting crazy.
all right, this one is beauty, eh? So, one of the things I complained about your Algebra 3-4 teacher, that guy was a jerk. What did you not learn very well that we learned recently about this left-hand side? English? Yeah, that too. Multiply by the reciprocal. That's one thing, right? But didn't we have a problem like this recently? Okay. I have a fraction over a fraction here like this, right? And I have fraction on top, 2 terms, fraction on bottom. So it looks messy, right? Whenever you have, go ahead, say it again. Multiply everything by the common denominator. So my common denominator on this is just going to be x, right? And that's going to clean up all my fractions. So I'm going to multiply the top by x and the bottom by x. Yes? All right, so on the top, when I distribute that, what's going to happen right here?
That's going to just turn into 1,
1, it's just 1, right? Because the x is going to cancel. So I'm left with just 1 plus. So as I distribute over here, what's going to happen to my x's?
x. They're going to cancel out.
X's cancel again, and you're left with?
Y.
Very good. Over.
1 again.
Again, distributing the bottom, that's going to give me 1. And then distribute over here, that's going to give me
So y over
minus,
minus y.
yeah, I'm sorry, what did I do here? 1 minus y. Wow. That simplified a lot, didn't it? It cleaned up a lot. So we cleaned up, we don't have fractions over fractions, we just have this now, right? So, we simplified the left side a little bit. Let's go play with the right-hand side. Now, the problem with the right-hand side is, I'm pretty sure your Algebra 3-4 teacher did not drill this in enough that you could identify it just by sight.
Oh, is that not like, is that like binomials that are already like filled or whatever? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right, Eddie? I don't sound like an idiot right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it is. It's what? You could do the triangle off of it, but it's not necessary.
You just like get it back into like a binomial form or whatever.
Now, this is perfect squares.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so kinda. It's, but for this one right here, I have perfect squares. So what this is, I could look at it.
Wouldn't it be 1 plus y, 1 plus y?
Very good. Good job, man. Maybe your Algebra 3-4 teacher wasn't that bad. So
Yeah,
1
he was pretty bad.
plus y times the quantity of
1 plus y.
1 plus y, because when you multiply it out, when you distribute this, 1 times 1 is 1, right? And then on the bottom, or on the back side, so it's y times y is y squared, that's positive. And the middle is going to be 1 plus y and 1 plus, or I'm sorry, 1y and 1y. So together, here, I'll do this just so, for the sake of. I didn't want to assume everyone,
Plus follow.
yeah. So that's going to be plus y. Inside is plus y. And my last is going to be plus y squared. And together, right here, plus and plus, so it's going to be 1 plus 2y plus y squared. So by factoring this, by factoring the trinomial, you have to be able to see it and remember, oh yeah, what multiplies here, and they add together to be the middle term. So we get 1 plus y, 1 plus y. That's good. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so on this one, on the top, I could say this is going to be 1 plus y times 1 plus y. There we go. Pen's not working. 1 plus y, 1 plus y.
And then over x squared.
Over x squared. Okay. Now, think about this super carefully. The left side. Does the left side have any x's?
No.
No, they don't. They don't have x's. So if the left side doesn't have x's, can I replace x squared with something? Use an identity. What could I replace x squared with?
1 minus y squared.
Very good. Just what we used that last one, right? 1 minus y squared.
Yo, this is crazy.
And it's going to get crazier.
No way. No way.
Now, let's see how good that Algebra 3-4 teacher was. Factor that.
Whoa. Oh, that's
It's a what?
That's 1 plus y, and the other one's 1 minus y.
Damn, someone's good. Difference of squares. Good job. Give yourself a high five on that one.
Did he?
Because they are difference of squares. 1 is a perfect square. Y squared is a perfect square. And the minus sign in between says it is a difference of 2 squares.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's amazing. So good job. So let's look. If I were to, just to show how this works, because I'm asking you to do this, some of you guys didn't have, the horrible math teachers that others did. So you might not remember this at all. So I'm going to fail this. So first, 1 times 1 is 1. Across, minus y. Inside, plus y. And my last is going to give me minus y squared. And what's going to happen right here in the middle?
They cancel out.
Those cancel out, and I'm left with just 1 minus y squared. So it does factor. It does factor. So I could replace x squared with 1 minus y squared.
And then you can replace that with
Very good. And then we can replace that there.
Yo, it's actually crazy.
So now it's going to look like this. 1 plus y, 1 plus y, and on the bottom I get 1 plus y, 1 minus y. You guys see anything else I can do?
Cancel out the 1 plus 1.
I have a 1 plus y on both top and bottom, right? I do. So if I have a 1 plus y here, multiplying, and a 1 plus y here, multiplying there. So is this the same as this?
It is indeed. That was actually so crazy, bro. Identity. Yeah. Too much work.
Not really. These are all puzzles. This is stuff that a lot of times when you look at this,
That's literally all it is.
you stand back, look to see what else you have, what tools do you have. I've given you all the identities. I've gone back over some of the things, the difference of squares, the perfect squares, the factoring. You should be able to get all of this.
This ain't even math, bro. It's just a matching game.
Yes. All right, but guess what? That's it.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. All right, we don't have a 6.
No?
Nope. So make sure you all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button and support my channel. Buy some from my merch store.